So we hear you changed plans. Can you tell us a little bit more why you changed plans and what you changed? Well, after doing Ochoko 100K, I was supposed to do two Shars 100K and then Ure 100, all three a week apart. And so right after Ochokos, I received this email from James Warner saying that there's going to be this amazing John Kappas 50K fat ass in Silverton, and it just sounded like made for me, perfect. And 20,000 feet of elevation gain, off trail for the most part, unmarked course, self-sufficient, and a 19-hour cutoff. And I was really torn and decided to eventually drop two Shars and drive straight up to Silverton and do that fat ass. And the only problem was that I was not going to be acclimatized by any means, so it was really just a drive up from Portland sea level to Silverton, which is 9,000 whatever 500 feet. So that part was very challenging. How did the race go for you then? I think the race went really well. I was afraid that I was going to be struggling with the elevation, and I did, but not so much at the beginning. The beginning really went well. Then it started raining. It was all wet. I got my feet wet, and basically everything wet. And so that was an additional challenge. Navigation was definitely very challenging. But I loved doing that kind of thing, so I really felt in my elements. And by the third aid station, I thought I was going to be quickly roped in by others, but turned out that most of them didn't make the cutoff, and I ended up finishing in 17 hours 52-ish minutes, which is a long time for a 50K. Turns out I was the second of two finishers, so it was my first DFL. But I felt like it was still a success, and I really enjoyed the course and the scenery and the constant up and down. And, so Michael, the first guy, finished in 14 hours and something. He was much better acclimatized than I was. And, so yeah, it was an amazing race.
Oh wow!
Cinematic genius.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
This course is stupid.
Oh wow!
We're dying. We're only halfway through.
Oh wow!
Christof, you ready for Ure?
Oh wow!
This course is stupid.
Oh wow!
What's going on?
What did you do in between John Kappas and Ure? So in the week between John Kappas and Ure, I mostly hiked and drove and run the course. That was really helpful. I was exploring about the terrain, the trails and whatnot, and so that I think really helped me mentally to get prepared for what I was going to be up to the weekend after. And yeah, that was an amazing week. Great weather. It still rained often in the afternoons, but by the end of the week, I felt well prepared for Ure, even though I still felt a little bit of that John Kappas in my legs. But at least I was decently acclimatized this time.
There you go. All right, good luck, man. Good luck.
And how did Ure go? Ure went really well, I think, for at least for my standards. It's a really tough race, 40K of elevation gain, constant up and down, never lets you rest. It's kind of intimidating if you look up these huge mountains, or if you're up on the mountain, you look down into the valley, and it's like, oh my God, I can't do that. But then you do it, and it's fine. And so it's mentally tough as well, because at the very end you have to do 3 outs and backs, all going back to the finish line, and so that's kind of hard. And yeah, it went well. I moved consistently. The weather was a problem. I had wet feet for 25-ish hours until I reached my dry shoes, and so that was challenging, and my feet suffered quite a bit. But I kept moving, and I think that is really what matters for this type of race. You just want to keep moving, and eventually you'll get to the finish line.
Yeah, I think I'm going to take a picture of you too. You're my favorite person. It used to be Anthony Culpepper, but
I think we're related.
Wax are ready, routed the edges out. What I'm in the process.
And so what's next now? So now I basically have 3 weeks of tapering between now and UTMB. UTMB is going to be the first race, 100 miles, and then a week after that I'll do tour at 200 miles. So again, that's the big challenge, having basically no recovery between these two. So we'll see how my training works out. I hope it does work. Well, good luck.
That's a loss.